Hanging on the cool. Hanging on the cool.
Banging on the speakers, ayy. This shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should bag up from me, cause I tend to get violent. Say I'm going easy.
I like it. But speaking of dope, we're dope. You're dope. I'm dope. We're dope. You know where they do the dopest of things? The Aboard the Brothership, the only place in outer space where the nerds come for the content and the culture. And if JJK ain't back, then my name ain't back. And if this ain't season 3, then her name ain't Dee in all her pink glory. And it's not a JJK 1 play. It's not a 2 play. It's not even a replay. It's a JJK 3 play part 2 because we're adults and semi-responsible. So, you know, had to take care of life. But we back, baby. And we are covering Tokyo Colony parts 3, 4, and 5 to get us all prepped and ready for that finale of part 1 of the Culling game, which is going to be lit because we are your new favorite post-show pre-watch before the new episode that will be coming out on Thursday. But how are you, my dear? I feel like it's been a while. Not like I talk to you outside of this, but podcast world.
I didn't realize how long it had been. It's
In 3
too
weeks.
long. Too long.
Yeah, way too long. But we back, and I always say here, shout outs to our good buddy Troto Trav, my pod tonic life partner, going from the lookout to the cookout, my den day one, my guy. I always say to him that the calendar just always works out in our favor. And I feel like if there were ever a set of 3 episodes that we would have bashed together, these work perfectly. These work absolutely perfectly because 4 and 5 are basically one episode with Megami and what he got going on with the boy Reggie Star, whom I love. I like him a lot now.
Yeah.
but we'll get into that. But I guess part 4, which was Yuji's episode where he was fighting what's Bull's name? I'm forgetting it. It starts with an H. Like Higurama, I think that was what it was. It sounds like it. It sounds accurate. You feel like that looked like it, like yeah, maybe. You looking through that list, I don't think he's gonna be in there quickly. I'm pretty sure it's Higurama, but I think he's my new favorite character. I think he might be my favorite sorcerer now in JJK. Just like having the fucking court gavel as I was about to say vital instrument. Gashikuda's got me by a chokehold, man. Gashikuda season 2. Gonna be crazy. But yeah, like having like his curse instrument being like a javelin and like his Shinigami, everything was cool. How we can make it pop up wherever it was. We could just like keep throwing it. That shit was lit. That whole fight was lit. He got hands, feet, javelin, and that's separate from his actual like put you on trial power that goes with it. Yeah, he's I think he might be my favorite character. Toji obviously is like that's like one. That's like
undisputable.
Yeah, that's like my guy. But this new dude, he there. I like him.
That whole episode was, we predicted it right. Before when we were like, it's gonna put him on trial and it's gonna have something to do. Yep, and it's gonna have something to do with Sukuna.
I forgot we predicted that. Look at us. Look at us.
It just made sense.
It did. It just made all the sense in the world. And in typical plot armor, he was found innocent because that was Sukuna that took control of his vessel. But I love that he like still holds that. And we were talking about his grief the last time we did this and how like he just like has been carrying it for forever. And it's like, brother, it's gonna get to a point where you gotta like forgive yourself at some point. But that whole fight scene was crazy. Like that, I say it every episode. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't know what type of cocaine they're putting in these pens, writer rooms, but keep doing it. Like I don't know if it's like Colombian Bam Bam. Shout outs to Ricky Bobby or Reese Bobby. I was about to get off into a whole Talladega Nights side mission, but I kept it to myself. Lacey, look at the growth. Let it
out.
Welcome. You're welcome. Colombian Bam Bam. Name of this episode.
You're like, what?
We could figure out a way to make that work. We'll make that the name of the episode. But yeah, that the fight choreography between Yuji and lawyer guy, that's gonna be his name because I'm gonna mispronounce his name a bunch of times. That shit was beautiful. It was like just masterful. Like I loved every second of it. Again, his gavel weapon thing.
Yes, when he was throwing it and pulling it back that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
I love the way they animated, like the way they animated the speed. It's like I love how the faster it gets, the less details, and I really, really, really appreciate that.
I do too. I know some people. All right, so let me ask you this question: do you think that that's intentionally done, like that they scale back like the detail to like make the fight scenes, or do you think it's just like, ooh, that wasn't drawn too well?
I think it's intentional. We'll get into some of my other favorite parts of the animation of the next 2 episodes, but it's something that keeps repeating, and I think it's intentional because if they wanted to be lazy, they could like leave something out during when you're not really paying attention in some other frames or whatever. But usually it's when there's like speed involved or something really action. It's like you don't need like all the perfect details there to be able to convey what's happening. And I really like that choice.
Yeah, because a lot of people complain about that. Like that's like one of the reoccurring complaints that people have with JJK. Like like they feel like it pays too much homage to other animes, which is a crazy critique. And they say that like the quality drop out in certain parts of the show. And that's why I was just wanted to ask that question because I feel like it's intentional too because it happens all the time. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool because weirdly it kind of reminds me of like, to go back to the Maki episode, like in Kill Bill, like when certain scenes would like go animated, but it wasn't like really, 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 really goodly drawn animated stuff, but it was like rough on purpose. Like they made it like rough on purpose. So I like it too. I think it's pretty dope. Differentiates like the fighting scenes from like the beautiful looking scenes and everything. But I think it's cool. But as a Philly based podcast, and I guess because the back 2 episodes will lump together, we'll read the description for Lawyer Boy's episode, which was Tokyo number 1 colony part 3 key events. After being separated from Megumi, Yuji locates Higurama in a theater. Higurama, a disillusioned lawyer turned sorcerer, refuses to use his 100 points to add a new rule. The episode features their intense battle, notably Higurama's domain expansion, Deadly Sentencing, where Yuji is put on trial for his actions in Shibuya. Great episode. Before I saw the other 2 episodes, I probably would have said that was my favorite episode of the season so far. But then they just kept with the heat.
It really was. These trio of episodes was masterful
with the heat. So I know how you feel about the next couple episodes. So I'll tee you up and then I'll just cut you off the leash so we can just get into it. But Tokyo Colony parts 4 and 5 we'll do together because it's basically one large fight scene, which was really dope. But the summary for the first part: while Yuji is occupied, Megumi is led into an ambush by Remy. He faces off against Reggie Star and his subordinates. This episode highlights Megumi's tactical prowess and the introduction of Fumihiko, who was funny as hell. Takaba, a failing comedian and culling game player who unexpectedly aids Megumi by taking on Reggie's minions. One thing that I really love about JJK is the uniqueness that they give different people, like their abilities, like the sorcerer abilities. Like I don't know like who the team is that is like, all right, come up with cool and unique powers and give them cool and unique stipulations. Like it's like the shit that they be coming up with, like, oh, this is what you can do in this domain and this is what you can't do and this is how this one counteracts that and this power does this. That shit is like it'd be so on point. It'd be so on point. Like with the dude who can like rip pieces of his body off and they turn into bombs.
Oh yeah,
and everything. Like that was fire. And just the character of Reggie Star. Like I'm gonna let you go. But tell me how you feel about Reggie, because like I thought Reggie was. I remember we thought he was like a clown at first. Like, oh, who's this stupid character?
Yeah, like, I still like. Oh my gosh, I have mixed feelings about him. I think his abilities are some of the coolest, most creative because there's like it's endless. It's endless of things that he can create just by throwing a little Walgreens receipt. Just I was like, why is he wearing?
If he had CVS or Walgreens receipts, Megami would have been done for. Like, cause them Johns,
Long.
Megami would have been done for. Yeah.
But you see what I can do with coupons,
Yeah, all right, shop right. No, yeah, I was like, not even in just this show, just like any show that has like powers, like just like from like mythical realms and stuff like this, like it's one of the more creative like power sets that I've like seen anywhere. And it could have been just as simple as like, oh, I could just transmute the object on here, but they gave them like rules and limitations and like, oh, I can and can't do this, or if I do this it does that. Again, like the intricacies of like how they kind of make sure people can't be OP in JJK, other than Gojo, obviously.
Yeah. The check and balance system is
yeah, and I feel like it's understated. Like it's like you don't like Dragon Ball. Obviously, you know who the OP people are. Like One Piece, you know who the OP people are. Naruto, you know who the OP people are. But yeah, JJK, like they do, like you know who the OP person is. Like don't nobody fuck with Gojo other than Toji, who's dead because of Gojo. Like, but like outside of that,
except Utah, they did say
you're right. Facts. No,
and the new guy, they gave the disclaimer that they said his power rivals Gojo's.
He was just like, yeah, but he doesn't understand his power. Yeah. I love that detail. That was in the next episode. That's why I didn't get to it yet. I'll just fucking with you.
It all blended together.
Do you think? So again, having not read the manga, do you feel Remy is like Megami's love interest, or like may come back again playing a story? He let her live, like for whatever reason, or is she just like what we've seen of her is she gone?
I hope she doesn't come back.
That sounded like hate.
Yeah, no, I hope she doesn't come back. I mean, I felt kind of bad for her. You know, like how confusing must it be to just have to do that like all your life? But at some point, it's like, all right, is this the point where you're actually going to stand up? Like, listen to him. Yeah. He's putting you on game. Stand up for yourself and like be aware. He gave you the chance. He gave you the chance to live. Now, what are you going to do?
Big facts about it. And I love the part where Megami was like going into the trap and he was just like, all right, guys, let's cut the bullshit. Like I knew y'all was trying to set me up. I got like, from the beginning.
I never saw this coming.
You got me. And then, but that's a good point about like Remy. I was confused, and I love that Megami like pointed it out to her. He was just like, "How can't you see that you're being used here?" Like I was confused that she thought that was her people's. I was just like, I thought like it was on some like, oh yeah, like they using me, I'm using them. Let me get what I can get out of it, and then we'll like honor amongst thieves type time. But it's like, nah, she really seemed genuinely like that. She was like, oh yeah, it's my team.
Yeah, she's like, but he told me so. Yeah, it's like, oh girl.
Like, yeah, facts. I was just like, honey, like no, it was never that.
Even when he was like, does she know you're gonna kill her?
Yeah.
Did you tell her? And he's like, well, I mean, I thought it was implied.
He said cat's out of the bag.
What? I was like, girl, he just told you, run.
Yeah, facts. But this another one, like we were saying, they went back to back with the heat. Like Megami's fight with Reggie and bomb exploding guy. I have no idea what that dude's name was. But like that fight inside the apartment complex and like how they were like using the different floors and like getting blown and shit like that. Yeah, that shit was fire.
And the art. When they chose to like my favorite part, and I know this is probably somebody's gonna be like, oh, this is a trash take. Oh, animation. But I don't care. When they drew them as stick figures. That's my favorite part because it's like
that was dope.
They're just stick figures, but it's still you still feel it with it.
No, yeah, I was
it
here
was
for
ridiculous.
it.
I just loved it.
Yeah,
when
just
they're
that,
like, just yeah.
Yeah, all the motion, like just like running and flying and jumping and going here and there, yeah, like everything. I felt like a roller coaster. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
crazy. This is crazy. But again, having not read the manga, like I don't know if JJK, like if we get like a time jump or like, cause I know it's still relatively new-ish. Like it hasn't been out for like a super duper long time. So I don't know if like where we're at timeline wise in the manga, or if it like it's done or stopped, if it plans on picking up. But, like I would love to see like Megumi, like when he finally like figures it out, like unlocks his full potential and just is like him. Cause it's like you always hear like people talk about him like, oh shit, when he figures it out, he gonna be a problem. Like everybody says that.
Yeah.
Like even like Gojo says that. Like everybody, Sukuna has an obsession with him. Like, and we don't know the reason why. So it's clearly got to be for a reason. Or even in the Shibuya arc, when Toji like demon possessed Toji, who's like only programming was like to go after the strongest person in any area. Like he went after Megumi. So it's just like
You know what? You're right.
yeah, they've always like dropped like hints and Easter eggs and like little flat on some like Gohan shit. Like, you know, obviously Gohan ended up being a bitch like later in life, but like leading up to, you know, and through the Cell Saga, you would get glimpses of Gohan like, oh damn, okay, there might be something in there, boy. I feel like Megumi like gets that, and I feel like even the narrator in this like kept reinforcing the fact like, oh, his imperfected domain expansion.
Yeah.
Like kept taking that little jab like, yeah, this ain't really his full John. Like he don't really know how to do it yet. Like he's still figuring it out. But yeah, like I would love to see when he like unlocks like all his potential. Yeah, so the both of you, I'm just playing. Just jump back in like nothing happened because the magic of editing, baby. But yeah, Megumi, when he figures that shit out, gonna be a problem. Gonna love it. It's gonna be dope. I want to see what his domain expansion like to actual perfection looks like, because like it's nuts. It's like what he does now is crazy. Like with his shitty version. Like so with his bootleg domain expansion, it's
You
fire.
said the great value version.
Yeah, great value domain expansion. That's the name of the episode. There it is.
Great value domain expansion.
Great value domain expansion. Name of this episode. Give it the sounder, Mikey. Give it a noise.
Oh, I have a question.
Oh wait, go ahead.
How his dog when he got injured in the earlier episode and then he was like covering his eyes. I was like,
he is an actor. Like,
but they didn't show its face, so I know the other one got killed. So if this one is injured, is it like permanently injured?
No. So did you not watch the last episode?
Yeah. But when it ran across it, like they didn't show his face. They just showed.
Megumi said that he faked it. He said he was just like, "Oh, you tricked." Like they said they said it in a dialogue that he basically faked like his wolf was hurt and acted like he couldn't use it anymore so that he could lure him into that trap. Yeah, Megumi even says, I don't remember what the wolf's name is, but he says something real quick, and he was just like, we just call him Wolfenstein because I don't know what his name is. But he said something along the lines of like, Wolfenstein would like never be slowed down by something like that. Like, he basically was just like, yeah, that's why he was a thespian. He was just like, yo, act like you hurt, bro. That's a crazy. So the one thing that I will say, and obviously like anime is anime, so like the story's gotta just like story when it is. That is such a crazy play to make when so much happened in between that moment. Like, all right, he slashed my wolf's eyes. I know that didn't do anything. Let me fake like my man is hurt and make him think that I can't bring him back out till like tomorrow or whatever. And then just like kind of go on about like mad more things happened. Like mad more things that I don't think Megumi could have planned for. Like he could have never predicted that the bull Fumihiko was going to show up. Like all that and like a 2-on-1 turned into a 2-on-2. And then even when he had to like make the pivot and being like, oh, I need a domain expansion, but I need like a place to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
So
like,
cool.
Yeah, no, it's so fire. Like the tacticianness of it all. But it's just like, that's a crazy, hey, yo, let me plant this seed of doubt now. Cause like he could have beat him way before that. Like possibly, not like he could have, but you get what I'm saying? Like shit could have went completely different. Like it didn't have to like go that way. Like they could have when they decided to do run twos, they could have went the other way. You know, Megami could have fought the one dude. So it was just like that was a cool anime thing. But I feel like in real life, you don't make that big of a let me see if this little deceptive moment will work now for like 26 moves later.
It's too important.
Yeah, and he's like your strongest man. Like you probably like if he was like that's kind of my point there. Like had he not kept the wolf in the back pocket, he might have been able to finish that fight a lot sooner. But you know, for the plot, for the theatrics of it all, that's why we do the things that we do. We love it. But yeah, that whole fight scene, like when they were doing the tag team runs, Fumihiko, his powers is fire, and I love the fact that they say he is like basically whatever he finds funny becomes reality. Like that's crazy.
That is
like,
limitless.
Dog. Like what? What? I'm like, oh my god, I'm so rich.
You got a good point. That's
what I would do, though. But yeah, like you said, that's limited. Like he could just be like, "Oh, Gojo dies of a heart attack." Oh, that's crazy. Like, and then Gojo would die of a heart attack. You know?
I just had a sick thought, a dark thought.
I mean,
what if he
here.
found out how it worked, right? And he used it for bad instead of good.
Yeah, it's over for everybody. If he figures that ability out, like what? Like if he turns into like the Joker, like it's over for everybody. But yeah, I liked him a lot. His outfit's crazy. And I also
his moveset is questionable.
So you beat me by 1 second. I was gonna say, when you figure out, like, even though he doesn't know what his ability is, I feel like when you learn what his ability is, it makes him make sense, like in the previous episode. But like pre that, I was like, what the fuck is his ability? I was like,
yeah,
like, what do my mans do? I'm very
regeneration
confused.
Or just not getting hurt by anything.
Yeah, I thought it was like a vulnerability or something, like on some Superman shit. Like, that's what I thought. But yeah, whatever he finds funny just becomes the reality. That is pretty dope. I am jumping ahead a bit because what I'm about to say obviously takes place after the Megami Reggie Star fight. But I like when they do cut back to Fumihiko and Bomberman's fight, and then when Bomberman finds out what he finds out, he's like, I'm going home. Yeah. He was like, I'm good.
I like that. That was a good. He's like, I'm not really down with this. I was just doing it because
he said, I was squad. If there ain't no squad, like I'm done. I'm a little bummed that you don't get to. I would have liked to have seen their fight, like what they were actually getting into when we were focusing on Megami and Reggie Star. But I guess we could just get into the main event. We could talk about this Reggie Star Megami fight because they gave us the preamble, they gave us the pre-show in the first episode, but then in part 5, that's when shit hits the fan. So we kind of led up to it. So at the end of part 4. Megami comes up with the plan that he needs to use his domain, but he was just like, because the shit's broke. That's the show saying it, not us. He needs to find basically like a container, like a place in which he can like make sure that it has walls, because he pretty much just only can do the floor. He skipped carpentry class. There we go. That was a mouthful. But he finds a school gym, and he uses that for his domain. And Reggie springs the trap. They go in there, and the colors, like what? Like
so
talk to me, daddy.
I mean, just beauty. I went back and I watched it after I was like, at one point I found myself getting emotional because it was so beautiful. I was like,
visually pleasing for sure.
Is this what? Like, if I could have had some kind of like 3D glasses on watching it or something, I would have been just like had an out of body experience. It was just that nice. I just snaps.
Hell yeah, snaps all around. Yeah, like with Reggie's like energy being red and Megami's being blue, but you're like in the shadow, and then like Megami's like Shikigami's like are different colors. Like now it's like red and the elephant's like pink. It was like, and the rabbits was white. The whole shit with the rabbits was fire too. Like when it was like chasing them through the gym and everything.
It was like, what is that at first? And I was like, oh, the rabbits.
Yeah, I like that part a lot too. But I will say, when going back to what I was saying before about like the rules of people's domains and everything, we learned a new detail about Megumi's domain is that like, you know, he carries the weight of these things that he hides in his shadow, like in his body, which is like a crazy detail. Again, like who would think to make that a stipulation for like a shadow quirk, for lack of a better word? But I think this is dope. Like it makes all the sense in the world. Like the stuff that he summons has to come from somewhere. But so and Reggie figures that out. I will say this is like an anime trope that I've complained about before in the past, but it's like I don't know if complain is the word that I want to use. It's just one that I find really funny because it's just like I can't suspend my disbelief for it. But I feel like in every anime that has action, not necessarily just showing it, but any anime where there's a fight, it does make me crack up when like two random ass enemies on the battlefield that happen to run into each other, their abilities like perfectly counteract the others. And it's just like, of all the people that you could have ran into in this battlefield, you run into the one person who's like very specific ability jams you up. And that shit Bleach does that shit the worst. Like they do it the most. Yeah. Like I feel like in every arc of Bleach, like when they running through fucking either the Serete or Hueco Mundo, they just run into somebody whose powers just happens to cancel out their shit. Like it happens every time and it just makes me laugh. So just like Reggie figuring out like Megumi's weakness, like one, how he figured that out was like, I was like, whoa, Rain Man. Like, how did you put that together?
Wait
like,
a minute.
Yeah, like especially like in the pace in which they were like after each other, it was like all gas, no brakes. So I'm like, you figuring out like trigonometry, like mid battle, like crazy.
I would have been gone.
Yeah, right. But what I was gonna say is that whole scene where he's like, where they're battling, like who's gonna get crushed by the weight first, like that shit had me like, I was like anxious as fuck. Like,
I was like, wait a second, he didn't have a broken heel and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, how is he? Wait a minute.
Yeah, and I love they played that because I thought that too. I was just like, wait, when he started holding the elephant up with one arm, I was like, wait, bro, like, ain't your femur cracked? Yeah. that shit was hilarious, and then it just says snap. And he dropped in. But yeah, these fight scenes, obviously us talking about it isn't going to do these things justice. Like please go back and watch these things because it's visually stunning. One thing that I will say that JJK has no mercy on our poor souls is that I feel like a lot of animes, when we get fight scenes, like they try not to make them dialogue heavy so that us who don't understand the language don't have to try to read and watch a lot at the same time. JJK said, step your game up, get Duolingo, learn Japanese. We're going to make all of our fights exposition heavy like a motherfucker. So I'm sitting there trying to watch this action and read all this dialogue at the same time. Like rewind. My daughter was watching it with me, my younger daughter. And she's like, why do you keep rewinding it? I was like, because I need to know what's happening. Like, that's why.
They're fighting. But what down here?
This shit matter down here. This ain't important things in this part, yo. So that is great. Oh, shit. Matter of fact, one thing that we didn't touch on before we wrap this bad boy up pretty soon, the end of part 4, we see Kenjaku in like this board room with a whole bunch of people in suits, and he's like, oh, thank you for having me. And this was after Reggie told Megumi that he thinks that the plan is to have all the strong sorcerers in one central location and then drop a bomb on them for whatever reason. So we heard in this one that Megumi thinks that he might have been bullshitting, but who would really know? We also learned that Reggie Star is one of those older sorcerers who had a connection to Kenjaku. He's not just one of the new people that just woke up. I thought that was a really cool detail. Long-winded ass way to ask you, what do you think that boardroom scene was about? Like, because I was just like, what is happening here? Like,
I don't know. I don't know where they could be going with this unless it's gonna pull everybody together and be like, I'm your father. So I don't know.
Like, I'm everybody's dad and mom. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was because when Reggie was talking about the bomb, I was just like, damn, like, is this like the non-sorcery people trying to get rid of sorcerers, and they're just like striking a deal, and they're just like, oh yeah, kill all the people. Harry Potter type time, like reverse Voldemort, like kill all the people with magic, like get them out of here, troublemakers, rapscallions. Yeah, I have no idea like what that was, and again, I'm determined to not read ahead, but because JJK, I will say for people who haven't read ahead, it's not like a mystery show, but like the shit that is a mystery here really is like a head scratcher. Like Sukuna's obsession with Megumi, like what Kenjaku's plan is, like what is him being Chozo's dad and Yuji's mom, what does that mean? I'm gonna always figure out a way to fit that sentence into every episode.
I feel like that has to be something that's gotta be something.
I'm saying, and I feel like whatever. And even Sukuna and Kenjaku like have some sort of like relationship, like pre-existing relationship. And does Megami fit into like the fact that Kenjaku is Chozo's dad and Yuji's mom? Like, what does all this play into? Like my early speculation is that maybe Megami is like Sukuna's actual perfect vessel, or maybe Sukuna has like a homie, a best friend, or some shit, a brother. I don't know. And he trying to get him up, and like, that's my first thought, is that maybe Megami,
that could be
like Megami is somebody's perfect vessel, like somebody that Sukuna, whether it's him or like somebody that he wants out and about in the world, or like freed, like that's the perfect vessel, or maybe he's like part of some. We heard? Is there a JJK prophecy, like another one other than like the star vessel and everything? Maybe Megami's the star vessel thing, like because that girl had blue hair, had like Megami colored hair. We don't know Megami's mother's lineage. We don't even know her name. We don't even know what she looked like. Maybe that was his aunt. I don't fucking know, like because she got shot in the head, so it couldn't have been his mom. Like, she did. And Toji killed her. So that definitely couldn't have been, unless, conspiracy. Oh, hold on. What if, I don't know how this would work, and this is like reckless speculation as a motherfucker. We don't know who Megumi's mom is. We know that her last name is Fushiguro, because Toji took her last name so he could get rid of the Zenin name. That's all we know. We don't know what she looked like. We don't know her name. To the best of my knowledge, we don't know her name. Those of us who haven't read ahead. What if I want to say was it the Golden Star Vessel? I don't know why I want to say golden in front of it. I might just have K-pop Demon Hunters on my brain. Hold on. Let's talk for a second because I wanna not misspeak on this. What was old girl's name? I want to say it was the Golden Star Vessel. We can cut out the silence. It's okay. You don't have to talk.
Even if she's not golden.
Right.
She was golden to us.
Right. Because Jujutsu Kaisen 0 was fire. This shit was muy fuego. I also had to be super mindful, like when I'm trying to like look up information, that I don't spoil shit for myself. So it's like it'd be like playing Operation. Like I'll be like, all right, only read the things that you know. Don't look for anything that you don't. We gonna call it a Golden Star Vessel because whatever Tengen's vessel was, that schoolgirl that Gojo was supposed to keep safe, that Toji killed. What if? And again, don't know how this would have worked or how they wouldn't have known that she wasn't dead. What if Toji didn't kill her, or what if she didn't die? And what if, like, the Golden Star Vessel lady, what if that's Megumi's mom? Like, maybe, what if he, like, what if she didn't want to be the Golden Star Vessel and they struck a deal? He was like, hey, fake kill me and let's get out of here. Because
that would be...
we don't know her name.
Oh, yeah. Like, that would be interesting.
Like, we don't know her name, and I feel like Toji goes out of his way to like not mention her by name. Like, and I know like that was like a big thing of like him and Gojo's like deal that they made. He's like, yo, like keep my son safe, like, you know, like and all that and everything. And is Megumi's mom like, is she even alive? Like, I don't. And again, I don't remember season 1. She could be dead, might be dead. I don't know. Don't remember. But like I said, I just know that, you know, him and his sister share the same mom, right? Yeah, because that's not Toji's kid, the older sister. Yeah, so they have the same mom, but we just don't know who she is. So who knows? Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's like reckless speculation. But I am very interested into why Kenjaku was like in that boardroom meeting with all them people in suits that didn't look like sorcerers. So that's gonna be cool. But next episode, to the best of my knowledge, is gonna be like the finale of part 1 of the Culling Game. And it looks like it's gonna be Yuta's episode. He about to go ham. We kind of got a little preview of like what he about to do. I don't know why. And again, reckless speculation part 2. But when they had showed that cockroach sorcerer that they had like listed as like a special great sorcerer, and they were just like, oh, like they're lying dormant until like certain conditions are met. I don't know why, but in like for some reason I had a split thing, and I was like, damn, what if that cockroach is like in Megumi's head somewhere or body, and like that's the thing that Sukuna is like, that's why he's obsessed with Megumi. Because you just see like it's in like this blue orb place, and it was just like, oh, it's lying dormant until certain conditions are met. And I don't know why, it just made me think of like when Megumi was about to die in Shibuya, Sukuna was just like, oh, ain't no use in you dying yet. He's like, I still need you for something big. So I was like, I don't know why that cockroach. I was like, oh shit, what if that's in Megumi's body and has been in there? And like, or maybe that's the cockroach's perfect host and that's Sukuna's homie. Again, reckless speculation. Reckless.
Ew. I'm very uncomfortable with this cockroach. I have been ever since then. I was like, is that a... Sure enough.
Cockroach sorcerer. Yeah. Cockroach. And then you had the dude with the cannon hair. Like the cannon bang. That shit like it's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, the JoJo's guy.
Yeah, the JoJo's got look kind of that the Kuwabara hair from Yu Yu Hakusho, but apparently it's a cannon. Like,
we didn't mention Angel.
Yeah, it came down. Yeah,
oh my gosh,
came down when Megumi was fucked up. Yo, I thought he was about to do old girl in though, Remy, when he was chasing her with his fucking cleaver.
Yeah. It's like he said, and I love how they I love how his personality contrasts Yuji's, because it shows that, you know, he does what he says, and he means it. When he says something, he means it. Yeah. And he's not conflicted like Yuji is. It doesn't, we don't see him as like a villain because he doesn't have a problem with killing these sorcerers. Like he off that one guy, I don't know, the nameless guy. It was like, oh, off him 5 points. You got 5 points. Right. So it's like he's just doing what he's got to do.
Reggie he killed Reggie.
Yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Megumi has and he even said that to Yuji, like before this all started. He was just like, yo, like he was like, if it comes down to having to kill, he's like, I got you. He's like, I'll handle it. Which that's a good pull by you, because it's like that's a thought that I've had about him that I haven't really like put to words. But yeah, like Fushiguro is like, he is basically like a cold-blooded killer, but we don't look at him like a villain.
We don't say, oh, how could he?
You're like, damn.
Like, oh, well, he's just gotta kill this one guy.
When he was walking down Remy with the cleaver, I was like, oh, he about to do her into like, but then his sister's voice.
Okay, if I must, I'll let her go.
Yeah. And then she was like, "You're gonna spare me?" He's like, "Shut up." But that's why I was asking you. You think that she might stick around to become?
I hope that she pays it forward. Thinking about it now, like, okay, if you're gonna be stupid, at least be stupid, but pay it forward. You know what I mean?
Her power was like just her hair, right? Like she like could just.
I think she grabbed him with her hair. Yeah.
That was it. Basically.
Like, I don't know what. Hopefully, maybe she's got something that'll come in really clutch for him. That would be nice, because he deserves, you know.
Were you digging the Fushiguro with his hair down? Because, you know, the gravity made his hair go flat.
Yeah, that was us. Like,
it wasn't.
Oh my gosh, you know. I thought that was a nice touch. Because I thought to myself, does gravity really affect your hair like that? And when they showed the scene of the fighter jets, I was like, where
I like that.
where is this going? So, but then we
I was
learned,
very confused at first too. I was just like, wait, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Where are these fighter jets coming from? But yeah, going back to again, like this is a kid who the show constantly reminds you is like imperfect as a sorcerer, but it's just like he taught himself how to survive like mad G's, like and everything. Like who
And
thinks,
it makes
like,
you forget that he's a kid. It makes you
a high school
forget
student.
he is just a kid.
Facts. Like just literally a high school student. But yeah, I'm just like, who just sits around with this? Like, you know what? I got some free time. Let me train to be in like mad gravity. He was like, that's the key. He said, I'm gonna need this one day. He said, you know what? He said, one day I might run into a person that uses register receipts as weapons. And he might make me get really happy.
They did say Reggie Star. You know, you said it. Yeah.
That's that was funny. The last episode. That happened in real time. Like,
that was good.
It was definitely like, oh shit, register. Yeah, and he uses receipts. I love it. I like, yeah, he's on my, if I made a list of like top 10 coolest, unique powers in anime, he'd crack the list. Like, I don't know who else would be on the list. I'd have to think about it, but he'd be in there, like, for sure. But yes, we got the finale of part 1 next week. That's gonna be crazy. From like the shit that I've seen on Instagram, apparently this next episode is supposed to animate some panels in the manga that are like very well loved by the fans of this show. It's supposed to be like a really big moment in the series, so that'll be exciting. I do love how they gave us like this little mini movie montage, like how strong all these fighters are in this area, and then you to just chop the one bull down.
It was like a jump scare. Like, oh,
yeah,
he's so old.
Yeah, facts. Just killed Gandhi. I was like, damn, like
that's what it reminded me of.
Vicious. But no, it was because he's another one. Like people say, like, oh yeah, no, he rivals Gojo. Like, be careful. Like, and even they were like, he was trying to like downplay it. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, maybe I used to be able to. I'm rusty now.
Like, I don't know.
I'm rusty now. Total sidebar, has nothing to do with nothing with the I'm rusty now. But a quick Matt lore. As a youth, like, you know, in the schoolyard playing baseball, there was an 8th grader. His name was Monte. Big as shit. And it was the 7th graders versus the 8th graders. And he was just like, hey guys, I don't know how to play baseball. You don't have to stand all the way out there while I hit the ball. He's like, come on in. And everybody came on in. But me and my brother Cam, we didn't come on in. And we went far back as we possibly could. And when I tell you that boy smacked that baseball into like 3 parking lots down the street,
you knew not to fall for it.
We knew. So you to me, oh yeah, I can't keep up with Gojo. Yeah, all right. We know what you do. But Miss Ma'am, is there any final words on these 3 episodes that you would like to share with the beautiful people before we close this bad boy out?
Oh no! If we missed any big moments that you liked, and we were like, let's just skim over it, just let us know in the comments, because I'll go back and watch this episodes, all 3 of them.
Big facts. They were fire. Like, they were like muy fuego. I'm really excited for the finale next week. It's gonna be dope. But to all the lifers, the new listeners, and the fellow travelers, we have reached our final destination as we arrive aboard the Nama station. But you know that the journey never really ends, and we know that we can't change this world without you. So lend us your vibes by way of likes, listens, reviews, and subscribes. And the easiest way that you can do that is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. Real quick, I just redid our link tree, and when I said I curated masterpiece in that bitch, I need y'all to click on this link. I done put images, there's animations in there. I done got just go in there. Chef's kiss. And just like the North always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all need to open up your nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the Brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray. And in honor of my dear brother Travis, like he would always let the people know, always remember to harvest your farms and check on your chickens. All right.